Woo! What's going on, guys? Orms Forum coming at you guys today with another video. And first video we're going to be talking about the draft and the round one results. Wow! Does this fan base love controversy? Wow, man. You guys are ready to erect a statue of Brad Holmes, but now today you're ready to throw that man in the Detroit River. Pathetic. Whatever, but let's get to it. With the 12th overall pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select running back JAHMYR Gibbs out of Alabama Crimson Tide, even played for Georgia Tech for 2 years, Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Now this kid, no, I say the 12th overall pick because we made a trade. They traded pick 12. We traded pick 6 and pick number 81, a third round pick, to the Arizona Cardinals. And the Cardinals ended up drafting Paris Johnson, the offensive tackle out of Ohio State. We got in return their pick 12, pick 34, early second round pick, and then pick number 168, a fifth round pick. Lions have 8 more picks, by the way, so everybody calm the F down about them not being able to address needs. But let's get to it anyways, man. Let's talk about JAHMYR Gibbs. A shocking pick. I'm not going to sit here and tell you right now that this pick was like on anybody's draft board. But then again, you're not the Lions GM. You're not the Lions head coach. And I'm not trying to act like a homer here, but this was a pretty good pick. This was a solid pick all around because JAHMYR Gibbs is going to replace DeAndre Swift. And then you'd be like, well, no, he's just a replacement. He's not a workhorse guy. Well, you could have took Bijan Robinson at 6. Why would you go for the second best running back when Bijan was available? I have no answers for that. I have no answers to that. They obviously maybe didn't like him for some reason, but they got an electric player in return and acquired picks. That's what I think was the big main reason, because they got more picks for the war chest to do other things. So let's look at JAHMYR Gibbs a little bit. 5'11", 200 pounds, 2 years at Georgia Tech, 1 year Alabama, 2,132 yards, 5.6 yards per carry, and 15 touchdowns in 3 years, 104 catches, 1,217 yards, and 8 touchdowns through the air, 4 fumbles, 3 years. He's also a electric kick returner as well, 44 kick returns, over 1,052 yards, 23.9 yards per return, and 1 touchdown. Now, Swift is on notice here. Apparently, Brad Holmes' phone has been ringing off the hook, and maybe DeAndre Swift gets traded today, tomorrow, who knows. But we have 3 running backs now, and it's either Swift is going to be gone or we roll out with three guys. Now, JAHMYR Gibbs is not and this is not a draft profile guy. I'm just kind of talking about this kid. He's a matchup nightmare, speed in hands, home run hitter, like a 4.36 40 at the combine, one of the fastest players in the draft. He can run routes like a wide receiver. He's multi-dimensional, can play special teams. You can throw him out in the flats. You can throw him out flats, throw him out in the slot, throw him out as a wide receiver. He runs routes very well as a running back. He looks like a wide receiver if you watch his tape. Now, he's smaller. He's not going to be that workhorse guy, but this is an RBBC league pretty much, unless you're Derrick Henry, and he's not Derrick Henry. Okay, he's not big like that, man. But he's electric with the football in his hands. And I know people want to complain about the pick. I get it. I completely understand. I never had this guy in the first round. I had him in the second round. I did have him in the second round. And I'll talk about the other guy too, but that's the next video that I'm going to do. But this guy, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion and probably a lot of other people's opinion, he was a second round pick. I'm not going to argue that. But like I said before in the other videos that I make, you're not the GM of this team. I'm not the GM of this team. You don't know what their big board looks like. This kid is electric with the ball in his hand. There's something special about this kid. Now, should he have been picked that high? We can all have our opinions. But that's all it is, opinions. This fan base is a joke at times. They want to fire Brad Holmes for this pick. Fire him, saying this is an SOL move, this, that, and then some. I think, personally, when this pick was made, they obviously lost Will Anderson. We all knew he was going in the top 3. That was dead obvious. I knew that was going to happen. Jalen Carter, okay? Jalen Carter might have been an option, but I don't think they trusted him enough. Something about him scared off the Lions, scared off a few teams. He ended up going up to 9 to Philadelphia. That's a whole other story. He's going back with his boy, Jordan Davis, so maybe there's something there. And N'Kobe Dean's actually over there too, I think, as well. So he's got his couple of his Georgia, ex-Georgia teammates there. But anyways, let's not talk about Jalen Carter. But when Will Anderson was off the board and then Seattle took Devin Weatherspoon, the cornerback, I had a feeling the Lions were going to trade back. I had a feeling because yesterday when I did my stream, I thought the Lions were going to draft Witherspoon. I had a gut feeling that they were going to take him. I didn't want him at 6. But then Witherspoon goes to 5, and I just had a feeling they were going to trade back. And they did. They traded out of the pick, and they ended up getting, 12, 34, and 168 or something like that, whatever it was. And we ended up taking JAHMYR Gibbs. JAHMYR Gibbs is a good football player. He is. Now, like I said, everybody is upset about the pick. Well, a lot of people are upset about the pick. It seems like majority is. I'm not upset about the pick, really. Was it a reach? Maybe. I don't give a damn about people's draft grades. You're seeing draft grades from like a C plus to like a D. You're not really seeing any A's or B's for this. The trade itself, I thought, was good. Trading down to 12 and acquiring more picks, I'm going to give that a passing grade 100%. But I'm not even going to do grades because grades are annoying. Grades are super annoying. It's just something that I just can't stand. It's one of my pet peeves, and people want to do it. That's fine. That's your prerogative. That's your channel. You guys go nuts. But we got, I think, a pretty good damn football player here. And I said over the past, month or so that this wasn't a superstar loaded draft. There was a couple guys that I really, really liked, like Will Anderson. I did like Jalen Carter. Those were the 2 top guys that I kind of had, at 6. Will Anderson was a pipe dream, and Carter was available, and then they passed on Bijan Robinson. I didn't think Bijan. I told everybody Bijan was going in the top 10 too. He went number 8 to the Falcons. Everybody thought that Bijan was going to fall to 12 or even 18. I didn't agree with it. I didn't agree with that, but that's a whole other story. We got a pretty good football player here that's going to replace DeAndre Swift. This was a pick put on notice. DeAndre Swift is put on notice here. And I know a lot of people are probably not going to agree with me in the comment section, and that's fine. We can have a discussion about it. Don't come on here, man, destroying Brad Holmes. If you do, you do. I can't really tell you what to say, but I'm going to come back hard. I'm going to come back hard on you. That's just, you know what I mean? Because they don't have the same board you do. Damn your mocks. Nobody gives a shit about your mock drafts. Or mine. Or mine for that matter. Nobody cares. Nobody cares what Mel Kiper thinks or Daniel Jeremiah, Charles Davis, Bucky Brooks. They don't care. Holmes and Campbell do not give a damn about mock drafts. They don't. They have different players up there. And this kid is going to be impactful from day one. He is going to steal DeAndre Swift's job. And I'm not saying he's a better running back than DeAndre Swift, but Swift is completely unreliable. And who knows what's going on with Swift? I think he's getting traded. Now, what are you going to trade him for? I think we'll be lucky to get a 5th round pick. And then this fan base will rip apart Brad Holmes again. Oh man, he's a 2nd round pick. How can you not at least get a 3rd? Well, you got to play, man. You have to be healthy. So, Lions fans, I'm telling you right now, don't be surprised if it's a 5th round pick. Don't be surprised. If they even unload him. And if they don't unload him, he's not getting cut. So everybody that thinks he's going to get cut, I don't think it's going to happen because he's got talent and he's super cheap. So I think it would be stupid just to cut him. It wouldn't make any sense. You roll out with the 3 guys. You roll out until maybe either DeAndre Swift, man, keeps beaking off that he wants out of here. I don't know how he's feeling right now. He's probably not feeling too good about his situation with Detroit because he's got half his body out the door already. That's just reality. That's just a reality right now. He's got half his body out the door. He's about to be traded or he's about to be super limited. You think he was limited because he was injured? Oh, man, he's going to get even more limited. He's going to have to play out of his damn mind during OTAs and training camp. And let's see how he responds to this JAHMYR Gibbs draft pick. So, you know, JAHMYR Gibbs, man, 12 overall pick, running back, Alabama. It's a shocking pick. I'm not going to sit here and say it wasn't. It was a very shocking pick. I didn't think they were going to go that running back that early. I knew they were going to take a running back in this draft. I didn't think it was going to be that early. But he's a good player. He's a good player. Is it a home run? Is it a home run draft pick? Remains to be seen. Remains to be seen. But he's a guy that is a replacement. And this is an RBBC, running back by committee league. And he's going to make plays right off the bat. If you watch him play football, you will totally agree with me on his pick. I'm not grading this pick. I'm not putting any grades out. But I think it's a decent pick. I think it's a good pick. We got a guy that's going to make some plays on this football team. It makes the offense better. And you're talking, well, why would we want to make the offense better? Because you have to keep making it better. Who cares that it was top 5? Let's make it top 3. This kid could be a big part of this offensive scheme. You know Ben Johnson is drooling thinking about this kid. Scotty Montgomery called this kid like the best kid that he's ever seen in space, like at creating space. He's an animal on the field, man. He's special on the field. And then you do the comps. You see the Jamal Charles comps. You see the CJ 2K. Remember him from Tennessee Titans back in the day. You see the Alvin Kamara, the Lamar Miller type comps. I personally think he runs almost identical to Alvin Kamara. Like you look at his tape and you just try to think of who this kid is. You watch him, you're seeing Alvin Kamara run. Now I'm not saying he's going to have that type of production, but I think he has that type of skill set. So we got a baller, man. We got a baller here. It was a little early, sure it was. I won't fight that on you. But let's not rip apart Brad Holmes on this, man. Their draft board is way more intelligent than ours. It really is. Just remember that, man, as a Lions fan. He's getting dragged for nothing. You guys were ready to erect a statue of this kid, man. Brad Holmes, man. And now all of a sudden, you want to topple over that statue into the river. Grow up. Let's go, man. Got 3 extra picks in the second round, too. 3 picks now in the second round. 3 picks. So we're addressing needs. Let's go to the next video. We're going to do that in a second. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button at the bottom right. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Get all my videos. Don't forget to like, comment this out. Share this, please. Really appreciate it. Thanks a lot, guys. Go Lions. One pride. JAHMYR Gibbs in the building. Let's go. Boom. Round 2 today, guys.